Ile ke shota ka.
Au pelaela.
Ewe.
Come on, give us a damus.
Oi, Vichar.
Samples.
One time. One time.
Because you can, Baba.
Yeah, see. Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope.
Dope.
Ah, man. It's blind. As much as you think I'm hating on you,
Such a
but
hater.
I want to say it on record. I'm a fan.
In the place to be, as it is plain to see, he is DJ
MotswvkoCulture.
I rasampulelo.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's dope, man. Actually, too good.
Yeah, man.
The process of DJ. What did I DJ here?
Yeah, man.
This is some amazing stuff.
Big ups, man. Ke a go simolola ka tota.
Go simologileng teng?
Go tshimologo.
Ke simolotse seneng.
YouTube or what happened?
Okay, you know what it is. I have a Mixcloud account where I post my mixes on.
Sharp.
You know? So that account, I used to run it, I think, 2 years back. I did a series of about 12 mixes.
Okay.
The idea was go faba to content in to ya Motswako.
All right.
But yeah, no, that's why I content as nganga. There's so many songs. You know, go fast, you know. So that's when I decided, you know what? I guess I made an idea to let me try it out. But the backstory behind it, sharp, okay. Whoever I had fallen out of love with music, sharp. Yes.
Fallen out of love with music?
Yes. With making music, raps, sound, production.
And why ne?
You know, yeah, could turn on the radio any time of the day. So maybe that influenced me and pushed me start battling music. And from me crate digging, basically, before even this, like, oh, snap, can I lay, the peanuts of these shows, they had the rates. Say even quiet. We feel it's a little who shibobo, shibobo, or palafan. So I'm on YouTube, I'm on Bobo, DJ Easy Keep on fit to buy some what about sample, what homonat, and it's an art. I've always wanted to learn an instrument, and this is one of the instruments. It's a hip hop, if not the main instrument.
Yeah.
So that's how the whole interest there, turntablism came into being. The idea was not horeke to get on a DJ. The idea was very
learn turntablism.
That's why I got this machine first.
Okay.
The first few mixes. Anyone before get regular later. Lately from a verse. I featured someone verse this day, you know what I mean? Mr. L actually got the second. Yeah.
Big up Mr. L, yeah.
Yeah, I did about 3-4 verses for him for his project. We beat Zanka now. Devarim.
Yeah, Devarim, yeah.
Yes, go check it out. So yeah, that's how this whole setup came into being, man. And I'm like, you know what? It answers so many problems. It's a solution to most of the time. We don't have a DJ. We don't have a setup.
Cut costs, Baba.
Yeah,
but also like align,
Yeah, it's so aligned with no yana food fair. With food fair, MotswvkoCulture can push. I don't the artists. I don't bom rapper, babaya, battle rapper, or Bonolo, battle sound. But now, I was trying to go on some So it answers that problem now. Okay, kularna zaga, aritirel. That's how this thing came.
Mara ke teng no kanja what?
Ne,
Quick one.
watura, mate.
Yeah, boy, quick one.
You know, it's not a issue ya gore on le sound o no ya go dixering game now plaka molo
Yeah.
push. You know, a lot of people are making sales like that, and you undermine that part of our business. You know, having your own setup, being
Yeah.
able to go anywhere, plug, tune in, and you know. Bonolo Molosiwa,
Ra.
how are you? Unsune.
Yow! Virtual kisses, baba.
Coffee.
Ra.
Welcome to Dinaledi.
Oh, thank you so much. The stars. Love it.
Welcome. We're so honored. Red Ladies. First time I heard of Bonolo Molosiwa was before even I saw her. Nikiti at Zanago UJ. I don't know where you met with Jabs, but we heard your music more, sophomore album, Jabba Mouthtown.
Yeah.
And a track called Ipantiti with Ishmael. Who's Bonolo Molosiwa?
Yer. Seno za go dlali. Na khale ke sokodisa. My folks and family can attest to it. I like another black sheep of the family. From what they tell me, I mean, I used to have a broom. Beki ba skete mo tlhogong ke opela mo pela mir.
Yes.
Like boma 6 years. Ke tsa mamudi passing ke opela la left, right, and center. You know, and I've just been very passionate for a very long time. My grand, when I realized, mos dideng e ke yone, mabatho high. DV show.
Yeah.
And that year, initially, dope graphic designer, right? Re4. And we were actually going to mime a song,
Okay.
right? Let me try something, you know? And I got 7 backup singers, and we did Before I Let Go, Black Street.
Yes.
Kante that day, Motlakase obotima.
Oh, yes.
So, you know God's intervention in
Yeah.
things. Here you are, you're doing an a cappella, hale tlhokiti mic. Ko holong ya ko mabatho high.
Yes.
Yo, like what I felt then, I was like, yes, this is it.
Let's go.
Let's go. And ever since then, and I mean, my love for Motswako is because you guys actually opened it up for us as singers also, you know, where we person like so you know you're some man took my voice man like you know so you guys actually you opened it up for us to be proud.
Yes.
You understand? To
believe, yes. Yes.
And that time I remember Jabba Abantare mona
How do you know him, first of all? Let's start.
Mama ga Jabulani le Mamanka ba tsana setšhatšhana mmogo.
Oh, yes.
So ha nna le Jabba re sokodisa ba ne ba re tshwarela meeting ba le babedi. Mawesele. So ha ne re sokodisa la Mataka ne re tshwarela meeting re bidiwa go te bana ke ba ba gaetsho. You know, so ever since then there was a time I remember ile nna le Tolamo le Jabba re le go Mabatho High on a piano.
Yes.
And we were just singing.
Yeah.
It's a long. I don't even know. I'm 20, by the way. So, so Jabba calls me. He's like, "No, man, listen. There's a track." Ghana by that time, I had never recorded.
Yes.
I had never sang in a band.
Yes.
You know, I had just done that Mabatho High thing, and that's you know. So Shapo Jabba, ha ke fitla ke bo Vusiliu, ke bo Speedy, ke bo Ishmael, ke re bona Jabba. In the sea. Do you understand? And he was like, "Nah, hug." Get okay, sharp, get do la hard. I don't know. And then we recorded, and that was it.
Yes.
You know? And ever since then, I've just been, even though I know Hore, God like, yes, you know? And I dropped out because I was like, "Na ke batla go opela."
Ke a pusha eno.
Ke batla go opela, a ke na nako le majita, ga ke na nako le anything, ke nyaka go opela.
Ntho ke a etsa.
Ntho ke a etsa.
Yeah.
You know, and eventually went back to my fikeng. Then the love of the love of jazz came in.
Yeah.
Ke le ko Peckoffs.
Okay.
Na ke tlogetse se gela ga baya
Oh,
ba
no na le
fetše
booking ya
ba
Makufi setho.
Eh?
O na le booking ya Makufi ko Peckoffs.
Because I get my folks ka 94 ka the uprisings. I get the time and I le mo gae.
Yes.
Phela no go le rough that time. I mean, there was a point my dad used to get calls for, no, we're going to take your son. The first Bonolo ga message. Ona le ko UCT. Go they're going to abduct him.
Yo.
It was rough.
Yo.
You know? So then it was a transition. I hack Bloemfontein. Chapo went to Bloemfontein and the same thing happened. Somebody just decided, nah, you're going to open up Force Bongile Kumal. Huh?
Wow.
How about guys can and I got think my timer.
Yeah.
My timer. I'm talking about my 50s, 60s. Oh, this guitar.
That's my
La Shebana fell. And the second moment I experienced music, you know, was then on stage. People were standing up on their seats and I was like, okay, I'm onto something here. You know, it's discovering yourself. Music helped me discover myself.
That's amazing.
Because so that's been the journey.
Yeah.
Then
Take us forward.
Then I might be fast to my story because I'm so interested in this part.
Yeah.
The bag for radio.
So, let me just finish this degree, you know, because look, my dad in principal, you know, secretary of education, old lady in a teacher go see like what so they want some and I get no, if the music thing doesn't work out, you've got something to fall back on.
I am falling back.
Hey, I'm not falling.
You know?
Yeah, we know those conversations. Oh, the dog. Take up dog.
And this was the time when the radio station was starting.
Yes.
Yako University of the Northwest.
NWU,
yes.
Yes.
Shapo, and I was doing a Sunday show. Jazz, you know, because of the whole jazz thing and the singing and being booked. Shapo kya etsa mole jigi jigi. Kibidu ke MotswvkoCulture FM.
Oh yeah.
I was there for a while.
Nice.
And then after that, I mean, I've worked at Lisserie FM, but not on air, but airtime sales.
Okay.
Wow.
You know, understanding the business in radio, which
it's
is
a business, yes.
You know, because that's where the money comes in.
Yeah.
You know, and I liked it because studio, like you know, and I loved it because one thing I'm also very, very passionate about is South African music. What if I could is a music for 3 hours?
Yeah.
You know, that's how much I love Yeah, ready.
Who chooses your playlist?
There's a music compiler. His name is Franz. He does an incredible job, you know. Because I mean now I'm at Kaya, I'm loving the music, you know. I was also at UFM, you know, and there that's when the truth.
But your music was always tops, you know, your mid-morning show was one of a kind. But because of the music you were playing, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, of course, with the content, but because it seems like you were choosing your own music.
No, I wasn't. I think what I would do is I don't like to tell a person, this is what I want.
Yeah.
Because relationships in the music industry are very imperative.
Yeah.
So his name was Kat, and I'd say to him, Kat, come on. For control, you know, and at that time nobody played bom kharimbe, you know.
Oh yes.
It's like come on, jeba le fatsile.
Yes. Oh yes.
So ne ke motsana.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know.
So no yana o mo Gauteng basically.
Yes.
Mo Gauteng o Kaya da. I used to dlala Motswako mos.
Ah, you must never. Ke tshameka le dipina tsa gago. Ene ebile ha re tswa ikopa interview.
Say no more.
Hey, we services.
Man, having a weekend together.
Yeah.
Now, what's the
I mean, na go one is Motswako list one. One of the
original OG.
Yeah, you the OG.
You guys gonna make me cry.
You the OG. So I get born now only more platform on your show. What does Motswako mean to you? No yana because role like a Motswako.
Yeah.
As a movement.
Yeah.
Raiz or Motswako or Horise Bana Baba Raiz Motswako did so much for other people to go into other Lemonka TV now.
Yeah.
You know, Jeke Mogale.
Exactly.
You know, exactly. You know, we have people in broadcasting like, what is Motswako to you? No, Yana.
It's a culture.
Are you still practicing it, or what is it? What is it to you? Like, because Lemonka, I focus the TV. Well, he's gonna have less time to be a producer for, say, the next notes. So.
Or you dropping another jazz album?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, are you practicing?
I think we are put in these platforms to open up doors for other Motswako listas.
Good.
That's what we're there for.
Yes.
You know, one thing I realized even at Kaya, but a lot of Motswako mon.
Nice.
Oh yes.
Because they know what they're doing.
The association. Yes.
And every second sentence, yeah, Mefton representing.
Yeah, push up.
Explain to someone, o se itse Motswako, a o ka motho mo strata re mona o itse Motswako o shule mare. Ibile ya go nna monate tswa mo mothong wa mme. Gore Motswako kae at this current
Motswako is
moment in time.
You know, as much as we can say it's a movement, but ke mixture man.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, the same way that it's a mixture of singers, rappers, writers,
Janers.
you know, there are directors.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, it's a mixture of creative beings.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think for me, funny enough, I don't know why, I always feel as if one thing I love about Motswako is that
Good.
You know, not consciously so. Look,
Yes.
it's not like you wake up and you're like, okay, well, today I'm going to do, you know, it just happens naturally. Like the same way that Jab will be like, hey, hack, Bonolo.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, that's what I think, because music heals.
Yes.
And in healing a person, it's opening a door for them also.
Yeah.
You know, because like, hey, wait, music. I've got parents that call me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, what so forth. You know, so mo le ke tlabe ke tshantse ke buele batsadi ke re ne mare le lona tlhaloganyang bagolo man.
Yeah.
Era ya lona le era ya rona ga di tshwane.
Yes.
Ngwana gana le talente yana, invest in them. I mean, if the Chinese can see their child at 3 years old, go tnyangwana o rata go tobetsa piano, same time piano lessons. By the time they're 21.
Yeah.
I started at the age of 3.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So I think that for me, that is what Motswako is.
Yes.
It's healing people through music.
Good. I like that.
Yeah.
The other day, Mojo asked me a question about will I let my kids practice in music or whatever?
Become artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, pursue an
Pursue.
art.
Yeah.
Would you?
I would. Man, I'm a girl.
You know, ever since that question, so many people that are involved in music, they might just not be mainstream acts or having time to go studio and rap, but
Everybody has music as a side passion. Yeah.
It's a side passion for so many people, especially let's say it's in Northwest. We have that. Hey, I'm a doctor, but you know, I'm a CEO, but
you know, growing up, only best part about remember going to Luther. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I don't remember anything else.
Ha o ruta well. No, ke dumelana le ene. No, le ko wesele ne. O itse ne ke dirang. O itse bua nnete. Wesele ne ke dula ko
That's dope,
morago.
though.
Yeah.
Le ke dula ko morago. Ha go pene ke batla ene ya no ne ke sokodise ke batla go dula ko majiteng. Ke re ke rata bass. Le bo di alto le bo so ke tlabe ke opela. Ha mo ruta simola ke a dula hasi.
Gone.
I give a I'm being honest.
So music heals.
Music
everywhere,
heals.
Yes.
Music
everywhere.
heals. It even allowed me to open up my spiritual side.
Yeah.
My African spirituality.
Yes.
Yeah, that was another journey because Kitsana St. John.
Yeah.
Haseka scoop ha go monate ha go
It's the
monate.
music.
Yo.
Then coach.
Like
Oja Patrasure.
Bebra.
Babaruti.
Bebra. Like I don't know, and there's more music there, Ibile.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Molo murutu tla la tlhela go dai weng. Just chanaka all star.
Nice.
Because they know gore
Yeah. Dinaledi is all about learning, you know.
Yeah.
We want to impart something that the next generation that feels like we have left a gap behind, we can close with important content, not excuses, you know. I think my biggest interest to invite you mostly, Bonolo, is really tell somebody who doesn't know what broadcasting is all about. What is radio business is all about. Before airplay, before you know, what is that whole vibe about?
It's a theater of the mind. And being a creative, one of the things that I love about the arts, you know, even with radio, is that you must create visions for people in their minds, you know. And that's what I love the most, you know, from the way that you speak, even when you're on air, the colors in your voice, you know, the music, being able to like, say for instance, if I play a Molemi track after, I'm like, yo guys, when's the last time so it's also giving people good feelings on the inside, man. You know, for me, that's what I love about radio. And it was one way, goes back to that thing, you heal people.
Yeah.
And it's also a way of opening up doors for other people.
Yes.
How did Kaya FM come about, and what does that brand for you represent? Making that move.
Yeah. Zbongile Mchali. It's the same person that had hired me at
Motswako. Yes.
So I'm phone like get a programs manager, Mac, and they're like, yo, B, Small thinks that you are what we are looking for. And I got them on you go shop I'm sure you know. And for me, the brand Kaya FM is Kaya 959 is it's man who chilled man go na le seriti. And I think also, you know, thanks to Zbongile most importantly, but Lewena as an individual, whatever you give out to the universe is what the universe is going to give back to you. You know? So working at Kaya for me is I'm not going to lie, I mean, like my sister, how butterfly, but I understand those butterflies because they're the same when you're about to go on stage.
Yes.
Because how do you say you must know something is wrong?
It must happen. Yes?
It must happen.
Yeah.
How do you say I am not flop. You know?
So, now we want clarity from you. There's a picture there on the internet of a Kaya car outside UFN studios. Is it true they were poaching you at that time?
Nah,
clarify that, man.
Nah, kids. I get it said.
Live.
No, the evidence is there. You know.
No, you know, I saw it, ne? And only like, even it was last year.
Yes, it was last year. Yeah, I think it was last year.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Lemonka, while we are on this matter, I know you have a background or an experience as a broadcaster or station manager. You know, what would you add, expand on this issue, keep it simple? Because a lot of people don't understand what the power of radio is today, you know? Is it just to plug? Is it really plug worthy in the day of internet? You know, or what role is radio playing today?
So before I even answer the question, right? I think in terms of our manager as talent.
As talent.
Because this new thing, well, it's granted, it needs to happen. I'm a brand, right? But I feel like you can't be bigger than the game. Because radio, whether uvail or uting,
Radio as well.
and South Africa, this thing, South Africa is dying. Hey, Mary, at the same time, internet to have router and data full time, ke problem.
Yes.
So and radio ke mahala, how to get license. So ke feel to a certain degree, we've seen how content if mo radio and radio is about content, like she said earlier, theater of the mind.
Yes.
You need to how bua mo radio and those tones a buang ka tsone ha ke le go go a bua le nna nka re ke one.
Yes.
Ke receive the message ke le
director when.
yes gore o bua le nna ke le one, so that ha ke tswa mo ke le either encouraged or ha so ya ge fela I must feel better, or something must happen within me through whatever the program that she was running. So I feel like I'm on both ends because I've been on both ends of either killing on air or killing off air.
Of air, yes.
Kana o start a radio station. We start there.
File wena manje.
Oh, shareholder.
We get the Monga.
Mogul.
Monga.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you're really Motswako. But
Emona le Monga mpidizela so a re tlo nthuta
oh, by the way, this guy
radio presenting tsena zwakala
so,
zinanga.
he's right. Started a radio station, apply for a license, ICASA, Centec, Signal, whatever.
Yes.
Up to a point now, we are about to go live. And I'm like, okay, cool. We need to do something different in this region. Because most of the new radio stations that starts, then I'm like, okay, now I'm going to go east.
Yes.
And Tux was my guy.
Yes.
No. Motswako.
Yes.
The question that you answered earlier,
Yes.
to see Motswako tsena mo dilo. Tux breakfast show.
Yes. Hey, big time.
What happened?
Nepotism.
What happened?
Nepotism. What's the corruption is hakala?
Eh, ke tswa sekolo.
Oh.
Eh, nna ke workshop
There was
ke na le
10 years
certificate
serious,
sa
intensive.
re.
Some broadcast.
And then my Julie, they were supposed to do breakfast show.
Ow.
Yeah.
Yo, Julie setseno seo.
Yes, you see
Love
the vision.
Love him. Love him.
And yeah, I guess Tux are a blue tick.
Na ga le boutique wese ne ke blogging. Just as I was in between Jose and Mafike.
Yeah, just logistic in his spine.
Ne ga se Spain man. Ne ga se Spain. Gape o no za batle ka zaka.
Oh!
Checkbook.
You never mentioned that.
But
I offered,
are you making man?
you agreed.
Tell us, are you making man? Are you
You didn't want with the money fair too. So I'm like, di man.
Janka se hurugile go
Look,
tsaela
yeah, but
maikeng
Radio in this extension of you can do more when you're on air.
Yes.
You can get MC.
Yes.
Right.
MC,
Yeah.
Whatever thing you are doing on air, you can.
You can build
extend
it.
yourself.
Yeah.
He's very right because I just recently learned how to DJ, guys.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
Good.
But mostly like Sunday soul sessions type of a thing, you know. And you're right that you use radio. If you're smart, use it as a platform.
Right.
Yes.
But I love that question that you had there. Are you manageable?
Yeah.
You know, because you can be very talented, but you can be, I give out zero.
Unmanageable.
Unmanageable. Thank you. We will learn nicely. You know, and you can be unmanageable. And I suppose it's one of the things that I appreciate of not peaking too early.
Yeah.
And that all of these things are happening. 20 plus 20.
Yeah.
Because now you make decisions more calmly and, you know, general, you know, and you're more humble and you're more calm. I think that's for me. That's just the beauty about it. I believe I'm manageable.
Yeah, no, re tlo go bona for a long time, and I'm happy to hear a familiar voice in the space that really mo go sone. Because as we grow, obviously we started listening to why now.
Yeah.
How if a certain age now we pitla go kaya. How re tla?
How re tla?
Hey.
How re tla go Motsweding FM o konka bokamoso.
Yo man, big shout out to Motsweding.
That's where it's at.
LTK, Nelly. Yo, Motswako Mantaga, the platform is huge. Big up.
All the time.
Motsweding FM re tshwere fresh, guys.
That's dope.
Yeah?
We gotta be happy about that.
Right?
Yeah, no.
Beasting, you come from the 90s. I'm sure no Bella Mariah Carey growing up. These, you know, we've seen R&B or that kind of music soul change. Where is it today? Later on, say you ventured more into jazz sound, played live music, great guys. What do you think of that change, and what is R&B? Is there still R&B in the world? Is there space for that, or it's just, I don't know? What do you think about that?
R&B. Now I'm being honest. I mean, as I said, even when I DJ on Sundays, I play South African music.
Yeah.
Afro jazz and old school jazz.
Nice.
Old school jazz.
Like your Letam Bulus,
Yeah. I hear you.
So I'm a patriot like that.
Yes. So that music resonates more
with me.
Yeah, of course, there's a lot of Afro soul that came up in the last 10 years. You know, Afro Traction and all those guys doing very well in that space. You know, even the quality of music sounding so fresh. So it's a growing space.
Yes, extremely.
Yes,
it's extremely. But I still think that we need more.
Yeah. No, reason what for Belange ka dira session ile Ringo. You know, Ringo getsotsi. He put me up got go beria. So like, dude, I'm doing a session like Ringo. Who am I? Like Ringo. So where are you going? No, I'm living in Tado, Beria. No, I'm coming now. Hey man. Before he gets there, Ringo like, no, I used to live here. When I came to Joburg in 1991 or something like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, but you were saying that, like, you know, now with the way we understand music, vocalists come from Eastern Cape, big voices come from KwaZulu, poetry come from the Northwest. You know, like the industry would segregate things like that and make it easier, you know, and say, look, but you know, and joining EMI when I did, I learned that, you know, Thomas Chauke is the biggest selling artist in the country.
Oh.
Yet he's never on the front pages of magazines or TVs or newspapers. He's never trending. He's never, but even way back then, he was still the best selling, you know. But out of that, you can see Bumakazi coming out.
Yeah.
All these big stars coming out of Limpopo from that whole movement. What do you think, Motswako movement, we are lacking to really commercialize and force this thing into an industry that's sustainable?
More of us need to be opening doors for others. I'm going to keep on repeating that.
Okay.
Especially, I think, as women in the industry.
Yes.
There are two ladies for me that I think I've been able to say, "Nee man, yes. There's a young lady from Itu saying, "Mama ki mutlogelo." A girl can sing. Yo. I guess
on a bill, man.
No, I'm being honest. You must be honest with yourself sometimes. Do you understand?
Girl.
She's very, very good. And I actually met her. I back up somebody. I don't like speed. Then she started singing. You are not a backup singer.
Push.
You are a lead. Then what I did was she started singing with me, but then in between sets, I would then be her backup singer and she would do her own song
Yeah.
during my set.
That's amazing.
That's great. Yes.
And now she's got her own albums and she's selling.
Yeah.
You know? One tlhaloganya. There's also Mapule Pule, you know. She's more of makeup artist one
Versatile.
very versatile. Wa tlhaloganya. And for her, her working with me, it opened up doors for her to now go into doing presenting. Wa tlhaloganya. So I think there's also that thing ya gore le rona as di medi tshwantse re thusane man. Re ska nne re expecta gore majite nne bone ba, because you guys opened up the platform, yes. Yeah. So in this sa gore ba make ya ka re B we tsi hanga bona ke dirile pina le mo.
Yes.
Be ke khona go founela ke re ke bona mo.
Yeah. Yeah, we have not had women executives in this country since forever who own record labels and.
Do you understand?
Yes. I feel you.
I feel you thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
we
boss
have the boss
lady.
lady.
Yes.
We have the boss
Yeah.
lady. Guys.
You know?
Yeah, she's actually done something that many have failed at, and big up to that.
Do you
But
know?
she's putting in
She's
the work.
pushing.
Yeah.
So we need more. Now for me, I suppose, to take this further. Well, for females, because Nasha, I'm a feminist. Yeah, last number. You know, it's to pull each other up, guys.
Yes.
Because you know it's so funny. Social media. I have a love-hate relationship with it.
Yes.
Why is it 10.3 million followers?
Followers, yeah.
But when you read the comments that people are saying to that person,
Yeah.
people are so mean to each other.
Yeah.
Like a person could, Lemonka, you could be celebrating Lemonka TV.
Yeah.
Next minute, yeah. Like, Marwan
Hey, that's not a thing, by the way.
No.
I want patela, face. I want to.
Marwan Disclaimer.
Yes.
Marwan
I hear you.
like we are so, hey man, we are for the who,
Yeah.
you know. So music heals.
Go for long, well, relatively
Yeah.
development, you know.
Yeah.
Looking at spaces like the SABC Kumafikeeng, very underutilized. So many TV studios in there, radio studios, you know, complex resources in there, you know. Could that be a school, you know, programs like live expressions,
Yeah.
you know, that created a lot of stars. Where is our development? Are we doing enough? What role should government be playing? What role should we as artists, you as a broadcaster over and above, what role should we be playing in that space of developing the arts to professionalize them, you know, in a way?
I'm gonna be blunt.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes in order for things to work, there need to be certain people put in place that are gonna make the process easier. So I think for a very long time, you know, why I'm saying this is Sello Tatai is now the spokesperson.
Big
You know,
up,
big ups
Tatai.
to Sello Tatai, the spokesperson.
Big up, TT!
You know,
Boy.
We got
and
you.
he's somebody that is very passionate about the arts. So when a person like that has got that platform, then is able to now say, "Nya, thato molo sankwe, tsama go dula go lo tla mo rendem." One tlhaloganya gore ke eng. So
O push dilo tsa gago, di diragale.
so I think we can continuously fight, yes, but at the end of the day, go a tlhokagala gore batho ba ba rileng ba nne in specific platforms that are going to open up.
The right
you know,
people.
The right
In
people.
the right spaces, yeah?
The same way that I was able to say to you guys, I realized I've been Kokaya for my second month now,
Yes.
right? And I've realized that I'm playing a lot of Motswako.
Yes.
So I was placed there by the Motswako gods,
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
to then make it a platform where, okay, this is where we're going to.
There's a new channel here.
There's a new channel here.
Yes.
So, but also it's important for us to communicate with each other and work with each other towards one common goal.
Are we doing that enough though? Are we working together? Are we, you know, call this thing on random Friday, can you make it on Sunday? And you make the effort, and say, are we doing that enough as artists, to help each other move forward?
Wait, see, we're not doing it enough, but we need to at some point just realize that dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be blunt. What is it? They are beyond you as an individual.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we should be able to be on some. No, we gotta pray for this movement. We gotta pray for Motswako. Because it's feeding people's kids.
Yeah.
It's giving people beautiful homes. You understand?
Yeah.
So we need to pray for it. Now I think can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. We need to pray for our movement. That's it.
During COVID.
One Ayo mata tayo modimo alete ayo mata tayo modimo alete.
Ayo mata.
Nice one.
Yeah, no. Culture.
Kunzima. La kulithatha bagayithi.
No, my I get it how. Amen.
I really
So what's
believe
Kresha gospel, dog?
on something.
Anything is
Amen.
Ne o tla gola Motswako, o tla gola bagayithi.
Nna ke kolobile sister.
Amen.
Re dirile batho. Re go lakaletsa matlhogonolo bo tsotlhe tse di molemo tse di kopele. O tswelle go bula mabati. Yeah, o tswelle go bula mabati. Ya molemo ga dire tiro ga batho. A ola motho a mabati tswelela.
Wena bula.
We all wa di gate o tsware di gate. Yeah, nna ke.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Bona man. I think as much as we're all here, my royalty or not, if you like royalty, it's like, yo, think about my secret. Like, I'm gonna be chilling with the guys. And what you guys are doing here is part of Semudimo ale rumile mo lefatsheng ka sone. Yeah, le lona tshwellang magents.
We receive.
Yeah. One tlhaloganya. But thank you guys. Yo. Yes.
Yeah.
Skabilela.
Once.
Hey, wala me ese man Bonolo man. Hey.
Cheers. Ooh, wee.